Welcome back, everybody, lacrosse fan, ladies and gentlemen. We already have a first penalty of the game. Quebec, or actually, yeah, Quebec is gonna get the penalty. It will be number 21 who's gonna be in the box for a duration of 1 minute. For Quebec, wearing number 21, it's Zach Nurau. So Zach will take the penalty. Manitoba is moving from left to right on your screens. The under 19 men's First Nations Cup happening over here in field number 2 at the new Athletic Brighton Park here in southeast Calgary. Great conditions mainly, but right now it has turned out to be a bit windy, so you might find my audio a little shaky. We apologize for that. We'll make that as seamless as possible. Manitoba has offensive momentum now behind the net on their far right side. Now over to the left, in the middle, down far right now, down back to the far right side. We have a bit of an injury that the athletic therapist is tending to as well. Down to the middle, looking for an open lane, but couldn't find one. Sends it down back to the middle. Behind the net, far right side. Over to the middle. Sends him across. Looking for a lane and scores and shoots. So 1-0 for Manitoba. They get ahead on the board. We'll get to the official goal scorers little later on. So it's Manitoba 1-0. And they'll return back to the center for a face-off. Sends it down to the middle for a center face-off. Center face-off now. We'll see who will win the face-off clearly. Loose ball. Manitoba will collect it down the middle. Looking for a lane to shoot, but couldn't find one. On Quebec will get the turnover. Sends it down far right side, down to the middle. Loose ball. Quebec will try to get in number 5 for Quebec. Team Quebec still fighting for a loose ball. And we have a call. We have a foul. And foul has been played on towards the middle. Sends it down far left. Over to the middle. Sends it across middle lane still. Now far right side. Shoots and misses the corner. Sends it to the far left side. Quebec. Sorry, Manitoba still has the ball. Far left side. Over to the middle. Number 21 for Manitoba. Sends it down. And lot of traffic in front of the net on the Manitoba offense end. Sends it to the left. Behind the net. And we'll have a quick turnover for Manitoba now. Whistles. Goes out of boundary. Manitoba will retrieve it from the far right side. Right corner. Sends it to the middle. Behind the net. Getting windier as we speak here in Calgary at the New Brighton Athletic Park. Manitoba will retrieve it from the behind the behind the net. Beautiful skies though, clear and blue. Sun is also shining, but the wind is hammering hard far left side. Looking for a middle lane. Looking for an opportunity. Manitoba still. They're up 1-0 so far. And they'll put that in. That will go in Manitoba 2-0. 2-0 for Manitoba. And a good goal for them. Now 2-0 Manitoba. Looks like though. Number 21 will get credited with a goal. Face of one, Manitoba gets the ball far left side. Manitoba still with the ball on the far right side now behind the net. Number 21 for Manitoba is won by Wyatt Hotter. Apologies if I mispronounce any of the names. Still keep going. Behind the net now. Manitoba on the far right side. Now they'll go down the corner. Number 10, Easton Lachance, who has had a couple great games already. Trying to move things around for Manitoba. They'll send it down. Manitoba has won one of the last games. They're in good track record at the moment. They're an energetic team. Love the energy. And now it's Quebec with a chance. Number 4 for Quebec. Sends it down the far left side and we'll have some whistles. And we have a timeout for Quebec. Quebec timeout. So we'll take a quick break on your CROW LAX TV broadcast and return back. All right, Lacrosse fans, Quebec took a quick timeout just to see how to proceed their things as they're down 2-0. We'll have around 6 to 8 more minutes remaining in the quarter. With Quebec now in their offensive zone on the far right side, on the left side of the field. Number 4, Joseph Prologues. Joseph. Joseph with still the ball. Far right side. Number 17, Dylan. Dylan. Number 2 has the ball now. Tristan Roy still looking for an opportunity. Joseph, Tristan. Now to number 17, Dylan. And they lose control of the ball. It will go out of bounds. So it will be start for Manitoba from the far right side. On the far left side, Manitoba dragging it down to the middle lane, looking for an opportunity going down to the net. And, and there goes far and wide behind the net now. Down far left. They'll drag it down the middle again. And that might go out of bounds again. It will be Manitoba's ball yet once again in their defensive zone. Far pass. Good catch by number 19 for Manitoba. Number 94 Manitoba, Raylan Schroeder. Sends it down far left side. Manitoba still has the ball. Sends it behind the net, far right side. Over to the middle. Back to play, resuming. Far left side. Down to the middle, looking for number 1. Manitoba to the far right side. Now towards the right corner. Down to the middle and a good stop by the Quebec goaltender. Confusion on who still has the ball. The official has the ball. From the looks of it, it might be a Manitoba ball. Nobody has gone to the ball yet to take it. Ref is with his hand up waiting for. Okay, Manitoba player, it is number 4. Will get the ball. Starts from behind the net. Looking for a lane to shoot. Drags it right to the left corner now. Left side now. Sends it over to the middle and the flag is in the air. And we have a goal. 3-0 for Manitoba. Flag was dropped as well. We'll have to see a penalty will arise. But 3-0 Manitoba lead late in the first quarter frame. Good start for Manitoba so far. Looks like the penalty will stand. Number 10 for Quebec will head to the box. And looks like number 24 is awarded with a goal for Manitoba. So the score will be 3-0 as it stands. Loose ball. Manitoba on the far left side. Looking for a middle lane. But there is no teammate as they're making a change. Down to the middle. Number 29. Chase Thiondel. Over to the far right side. Once again, welcome to the Under 19 Men's First Nations Cup matchup between Quebec and Manitoba. Quebec in their white and blue shades, and Manitoba with their all black and golden shades. Manitoba has the ball in their offensive end on the right side of the field. Sends it down to the middle. Over to the far left side again. And that will be a quick turnover to Quebec. Quebec will drag it down to the middle, loose ball. Number 5 will collect it. Takes it down the middle. Big rush, quick rush. Sends it down. Looking for an opportunity to shoot. And that will stay out far and wide. Applause from the Manitoba dugout. Sense of the quarter ending soon. Far right side. Timer is walking onto the field. To the far right side. Number 3 for Quebec. Sends it to the middle. Number 9. Far to the middle. And that gets stopped by the Manitoba goaltender. Lot of traffic in front of the net. And that will stop play with whistles. Behind the net action now. Far left side. Far left corner. Can Quebec make something out of this? Send it across. Over to the middle. Number 9. Looking for a middle lane. He's not open. Good defense by Manitoba. And whistles once again. Flag is in the air. Interference is the call. Number 22. Gardner is in the box for the call. Man-to-man advantage for Quebec. An easy opportunity to get them aboard. Number 4 on the left side. And that will be the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break on your CROW LAX TV broadcast. 3-0 as Manitoba leads. Alright, Lacrosse friends, welcome back to the second quarter between Manitoba and Quebec, where currently Manitoba is leading 3-0. Change of sides. Quebec will now move from left to right on your screens, and Manitoba will move from right to left. Quebec down to the middle, to the far right side, on their offensive end now. Playing the ball smartly. Number 12 over to his teammate number 17, far left side. Now to the far right side. Not a great ideal pass as the ball went loose. Number 3 for Quebec. Sends it down to the middle. Now far right side. That will stay out of the net. Now to the far left side again. Manitoba has possession now. Towards the middle. Gaining some control. Rushing forward. Sends its way down to the middle. And that will be a turnover now for Quebec. They lose the ball. Collected by Quebec again. Number 17 on the far left side. Over to the middle. And looks like that's a score. Quebec will score their first goal of the game, 3-1. Looks like number 4 from Quebec is gonna get credited with that goal. And number 4 is won by Joseph Prelox. He was earlier looking good in the field, and rightfully he has the first goal of the game. So Quebec is back into the hunt. It's way different from other games we have seen early this morning. Tune into CROW LAX TV on the YouTube channel to watch all these games live and on demand. And you can catch all stories and action on our Instagram and Twitter channels. Twitter known as X now. Now to the far right side, Manitoba on the left side of their field. Their offensive zone. Dragging it forward towards the middle. Number 13 has the ball. Sends it to his teammate, Easton Lachance. Back to Chase Thiondel, over to the middle. To the far left side to number 85, Connor Bourrier. Connor. Connor with the ball down the middle. Down the middle, tries to shoot. No open lane, struggled. Number 4 behind the net. Couple of Quebec and Manitoba players together. And will get a turnover to Manitoba. It's Manitoba's ball sent to the left corner. Down to the middle. Number 29, Chase Thiondel. Over to the far right, Easton Lachance. Over to the middle again. Sent to the left side, 85. 85 won by Connor Bourrier. Number 9, Jack Ramsey. Playing this strategically, Manitoba, to keep the lead alive. A flag is in the air. We'll have a call soon. Not sure what the call is. Sending to the box. Number 4 looks like he's headed to the box. Number 4 for Reed. And number 14 for Quebec is also. Looks like head contact is the call. Reed and number 14 for Quebec. Quebec 14 for interference, 30 seconds. And then for Reed, 1 minute penalty and 30 seconds for Quebec. Little bit of confusion for the Quebec players here. They want an explanation from the officials. Making their case now, play hasn't resumed. Still waiting for officials' confirmation. So 1 minute penalty for Manitoba, 30 seconds for Quebec. Manitoba has the ball far right side, Easton Lachance. Send it over to the middle to Chase Thiondel. Chase. Chase still has the ball, looking for a middle lane, stopped by the Quebec goaltender. Quebec goaltender looking in to send it far and wide. He still has the ball though. Send it to number 2. Pass gone wrong. Quebec will collect it down to the middle, number 2. Sends it down, tries to shoot. That goes far and wide, and that goes in. Quebec is making a comeback, 3-2 for Quebec. Even though that pass was improper from the goaltender, they utilized number 2 and number 3 work together. and shot it right into the net. So Quebec is rightfully back into the game. 3-2 for Quebec. And back to the center face off. Still some confusion between the box players. And both players release number 14 and Reed from Quebec, from Manitoba has been released. And it will be a turnover for Quebec. Number 10 for Quebec will get a far left side. Sends it down far left side once again. Manitoba will keep it low. Far left side looks like down to the middle. Manitoba still has, sorry, Quebec still has the ball. Now a loose ball on the far left corner. Still not fetched by a player. Still a loose ball. Lot of traffic in front of that area. Far left corner. Send it to the far left side. Down to the middle. Now Manitoba has gained momentum. Down. Number 0 has the ball. Sends it to number 9, Jack Ramsey. And a whistle and a flag in the air. 1 minute penalty for number 0. Another 0 will confirm who's headed to the box. So 3-2 Quebec. Number 3 is in the box for elbowing is the call. 1 minute penalty. Chase Thiondel over to Easton Lachance. Back to Chase Thiondel over to the far left side. Down to the middle again. Far left side now. Far left corner. Tries to shoot at an angle, but that won't get through Jack Ramsey. Behind the net now. A hand is up of the official. Hand down now. And that will go out of bounds. And a few more whistles before the play even starting. Number 13, Schneider. Over to the far right side to Easton Lachance. Easton Lachance looking for his teammate Chase Thiondel. Gets it to the middle. Manitoba in their offensive zone now. Chase Thiondel. Over to the far left side. Now far right side now. Over to the right corner. Chase Thiondel. Far left corner again. Shoots and that's stopped by the Quebec goaltender. And a flag has been dropped onto the ground. So 3-2 scoring summary. Quebec. No. Yeah, Quebec. Manitoba lead 3-2. Quebec just right behind 1 goal deficit. Manitoba getting some cheers out there to work on this number 8 for Quebec in the penalty box. And that will stay out of the net as well. Man-to-man advantage opportunity for Manitoba. And that will go about. Little bit of frustration from the Manitoba dugout. They'll get it. They still have the ball towards the far left side. That pass was not utilized properly. It went high, far and wide. Now Quebec will have the ball because of the turnover. Sends it down right. Down to the middle, far left side. Loose ball. Nobody to retrieve it. It will go far left corner. Left side. And that will go out of bounds behind the net. Now right side. Number 15 there to retrieve it. Over to the far right side. Quebec number 3. Sends it to number 9. Over to the middle. Sends it to the far left corner. Quebec has been fighting strong so far after being down. 3-2 lead Manitoba though. Just a 1 goal deficit. Number 9 fumbles. Quebec. Manitoba will rush forward now to their offensive zone. Number 9 Jack Ramsey there to collect it. But that went a loose ball and went out of bounds. Quebec. Number 7 for Quebec. Over to the left side. Over to the left side again. Manitoba will get it back. Manitoba over to the middle. Number 12 for Manitoba. Sends it down for left corner. And that will go behind the net. Quebec now has the ball high pass. Number 12 collects it well. Good catch. They'll drag it down the field towards their offensive zone. Far left side. Can they make an opportunity out of this? Slows down the play. Down far left side. On the right side of the field. Over towards the middle for number 2. Sends it down to the middle, far right side now. Looking for a middle lane to shoot. Can't find one. Good cheer by Manitoba. They'll get a turnover. Manitoba wearing number 21 will drag it forward for a middle rush. Jack Burrier. Sorry, Jack Ramsey it is. Look for that opportunity but couldn't hold it tight. Quebec will return. They'll go far right side, number 17. Sends it down to the middle. Far left corner. And far left side now. Quebec. Pressure in Manitoba. And that will play it around the middle and the flag goes in the air. We'll have a penalty come soon. Couple of flags in the air. Not sure what the official call is gonna be. Parnell is in the box. And 22 Gardner is also in the box. And timeout for Manitoba. So we'll take a quick break on the CROW LAX TV broadcast and return back. Alright, we are back on the CROW LAX TV broadcast. 3-2 lead Manitoba at the moment. But Quebec is getting some momentum as they have Manitoba has two players in the man-to-man advantage penalty box. Quebec on the far right side, number 6 over to the middle, looking for a chance again over to the middle. Far right side again, number 9 there to retrieve it. Sends it down to the far right side, trying for a corner shot, but couldn't find that one easily. Now from the left corner, it goes out of bounds and way out into the parking lot. So they'll have to retrieve a new ball. They do have a new ball now. Sends it to the far left side. Sends it down to the middle, and that stays out of the net somehow. That didn't pass the goal line with efforts from the goaltender for Manitoba. Manitoba still has the ball and released other players from the penalty box. Far right side fighting for the ball, loose ball. Quebec couldn't utilize on the man-to-man advantage. So they'll feel a little rattly on that end. As for play on, Quebec will get the ball behind the net. Number 3 looks like. Sends it down to the far right side, number 15. Sends it down to the middle. Quebec still has the ball now. Far left side. There is a player near the net for Quebec for number 15. But looks like it got turned over to Manitoba now. No, it's Quebec with the ball still behind the net. Loose ball now. Manitoba drags it far wide. They are rushing. And we have a penalty call coming from the looks of it, or a whistle at least. Has to play on actually. So Quebec will have the ball. Sends it to their offensive zone. And looks like we'll have the second quarter end soon. And that's the end of the second quarter. We have two more quarters left. The first half is done. Take a break and come back on CROW LAX TV. Alright, welcome back, Lacrosse fans. 3-2 the score. Close game definitely from the other ones we have seen. Manitoba with the lead. Quebec not far behind. Back for the third quarter. The second frame, second half of this under 19 men's First Nations Cup hosted at the New Brighton Athletic Park here in Calgary, Southeast. If you're joining live on the broadcast on the CROW LAX TV, my name is Anand. I'm your play-by-play voice to take your coverage for the rest of the two quarters. Manitoba side changed. They are moving from left to right on his screens, and Quebec moving from right to left. They made already a quick line change and are ready to get underway with Manitoba possession right now in their offensive zone. Quickly turned over to Quebec. Number 10 drags it forward to the far left side. Number 4 now with the ball, but that stays out of the net from the left corner. Sends it down the middle. Manitoba with the ball now. Far left side again. Down to the middle. Getting some line changes in both teams. Number 16 Morris for Manitoba. Sends it down to the far left. Working towards the middle now. To the far right side now. Number 10 for Easton Lachance. Easton Lachance working in with his teammate. Tries a right corner goal, but they won't get that. Good stop by number 22 goaltender for Quebec. To the far left side now. Two Quebec teams playing here on field number 2 and on field number 1 the under 17s. I'll give an update of the score on the other field shortly. But right now, it's Quebec with possession on their offensive zone on the far right end. Quebec now bringing it back in their defense towards their offensive zone. Quebec middle rush sends it down far left side. Official saying no more of that. Discussions between the teams. Number 4 for Quebec in their offensive zone towards the far left side, towards the middle. Sends it down to the middle. And a whistle from that play. So we'll see a turnover to Manitoba. Manitoba will take it far left side. Within the defensive zone, they have been not able to gain entry to their offensive zone. Still stuck on the defensive side. Manitoba with the left corner side. Manitoba loose ball and a fumble and another whistle. Turns over to Manitoba. Manitoba number 15. Sends it to the far right side. Over to the middle. Number 17. Sends it to the left middle. Number 9. Sends it to the left side now. Far left side. Number 2. Sends it down to the behind the net and shoots and it's in. 3-3 tie for Quebec. They have rightfully fought back. It was Manitoba in the lead. It was Manitoba in the lead. And timeout for Manitoba. So let's take a break and come back on CROW LAX TV. So moments ago, we saw Quebec tie this ultimate matchup. They were down 3-0. They have scored now 3 unanswered. Who will answer next? Manitoba, who took a timeout few moments ago, or is it gonna be Quebec, who took the lead? We are in the late stages of quarter number 3. There will be just a few minutes left. The wind has come down. Hopefully, you have noticed the audio levels get much better, but it's still hanging around though. Number 17 for Quebec over to the middle. Sends it down to the far right side. Behind the net now. Quebec working this carefully. Number 2 over to the middle. Trying to defend. But that will go left corner and they scores! 4-3 for Quebec. They are rightfully back into this game. Scored by number 2 for Quebec. And change of events. 4-3 Quebec. Okay, it's Manitoba's turn now to make some plays. It's been all Manitoba earlier. Officials making some notes to confirm those goals and to get proceedings underway. Center face of time. Quebec, number 9. Loose ball now. Manitoba looks to get it. Now whistled. Sends it down to the all far right side. Now to the far left side. Turn over to Quebec now. Quebec will send it down. They're in their offensive zone on the left side of the field. Moving from right to left, Quebec. Number 17, down in the middle. Looking for his teammate on the far left side. Over towards the middle. Number 2 again. Over to the middle. Across the net and shoots! Quebec scores 5-3. They have a 2-goal lead now. Change of twist, change of tails. 5-3 Quebec. What are the twists and turns can we see? Can we see Manitoba regain the lead? Tie it and regain the lead? Or will it be Quebec continuing to pressure? Manitoba will get a turnover from the face-off. Sends it to the right. Kent came down for a change, applauded by the teammates. On the far right side now. Over to the middle. Over to number 29, far left side. Over to the left. Down to the middle. Sends it back across. Far left side, still Manitoba has the ball. Far left side over to the middle. 21 looking for a teammate. Far left side. And a turnover for Quebec cheer from the dugout. Over to number 23. 23 with a fancy colored stick sends it down to number 19, and that falls out of bounds. It was too fast of a pass for number 19 to handle that. We're probably moments away from the end of the third quarter and just one quarter remaining. We don't see the timekeeper up yet, so we'll stand by for that notice. Easton Lachance on the far right side now, behind the net. Easton Lachance looking for an opportunity. Sends it down the middle. Loose ball looks like. Far right, left side. For, for Manitoba, it will be their far right side now. Far left side on your screens. Send it to Easton Lachance once again. Sends it down to the middle. Easton Lachance working with number 4. And a flag is in the air. Not and looks like we have a player down as well. And held up. So we'll have a penalty coming soon. Let's see who's headed to the box. We have one player. For Quebec, so it's man-to-man advantage for Manitoba. From the left side middle, over to Easton Lachance. And number 16 working on it as well. Over to the middle lane to the far right corner. Back to the middle. Over to the middle. Shoots and scores. Manitoba 5-4. Manitoba, they are now one goal deficit, only 5-4. Manitoba. 5-4 Manitoba. Back to the center field. On the other field, we have Nova Scotia and Quebec. Play by play done by Priscilla. Be sure to tune in to CROW LAX TV on the YouTube channel and visit our social media YouTube, Twitter, or X, and Instagram for more information on Field National Lacrosse happening all this weekend. We want to thank all the sponsors, tech team, and all the people involved in this event. A great event to be part of. My first ever time calling a field lacrosse in a national level. Sends it down. Manitoba has offense. No players in the box, equal strength. Number 29, Chase Diondell. Seeing him after some time. And a turnover for Quebec. Questions on officials on why the turnover. Where the confusion is at. Quebec will get the turnover. They'll send it from behind the goal all over to the middle. Now clutching the far right side. Over to the middle. Number 12 is free, but they won't pass it yet. Number 3 will work with number 2. Number 3 has the ball, sends it to number 2 sends it to number 3. And that hits the middle. Did not cross the post. Number 12 now working with number 4. Over to the left side, far left side. Over to the middle. Number 17 over to number 3. Over to the middle as well. Far right corner now. Number 3 looking for an open lane. He's been struggled by Manitoba defenseman and shoots and scores. 6-3 for Quebec. 6-4 for Quebec. Scored by player wearing number 3. His play has been so great. So far, his passing. Back to the center face off. 1 minute remaining for the end of the third quarter. And then just one more quarter left. 6 for the score. Still a close game. What will end up? Don't know yet. 30 seconds remaining. Manitoba's one final chance to get a offensive rush. It will looks like turned over to Quebec. Loose ball now though. Couple of loose balls on the far right side where the fans are sitting. Manitoba still fighting. Quebec along. Still on the ground. Loose ball. A pile up. And that will be the end of the third quarter. We'll take a quick break and be back on your broadcast. All right. Bonjour, bienvenue, and welcome back, Lacrosse fans. Last quarter of this matchup between Manitoba and Quebec. Moving from left to right is Quebec, and moving from right to left, Manitoba. 6-4 lead Quebec. Will definitely have a headline story. It's either Quebec fight hard to win a comeback, or Manitoba fight a comeback as well. Because Quebec definitely went down and they didn't get a goal until they were 3-0. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Manitoba is now down 2 goals. They started a well strong. We'll see what happens. Manitoba in the defensive zone, struggling with Quebec having possession. Quebec looking for the far left side. Yeah, far left side. Now it was in the middle originally. Down loose ball goes behind the net and collected by the Manitoba goaltender. Looking for the far left side. Goaltender goes to the right. Down the middle, lots of traffic and fighting. Extracurricular activities. Sends it down to the right. Over to the middle, number 7 for Quebec. On the far left side to number 4. Sends it over to the middle. Quebec has possession now. Number 9. Quebec playing this carefully to save the last 15 minutes of this game. The final frame. And it will go behind the net for a Quebec turnover. Quebec still with the ball. Over to the low corner, and that will go out of bounds over to the right corner. Lot of reaction from the Quebec dugout. They're not happy with some of the decisions. Quebec back with the ball. Over to the far left side. Over to the middle, looking for the left corner. That stays out of the net. Behind the net. Far to the middle. Over to the middle. Far left side. Manitoba rushing forward, asking to keep the ball, the dugout. Now on the far middle side, far left side, and that will go out of bounds. And the flag is thrown in the air. We'll have a penalty come soon. Slashing is the call. White number for Quebec for slashing. 1 minute penalty. So man-to-man advantage for Manitoba. They'll start over on their offensive end on the far right side. Over to Easton Lachance. Sending it over to number 29, no, 29. Chase Theondale, pardon me. Sends it to the far right side. Loose ball fumbled. Sends it over to the middle. Chase Theondale. Over to the far right side. Over to the middle again. Far left side again. Left corner. Into the middle. Manitoba with pressure. Chase Theondale. Chase. Looking for his teammate. That goes behind the net. We'll have a penalty come soon. The official's whistle fell down, but the flag is on the ground. White slash, another player in the box. 1 minute. Number 19 for Quebec is in the box. Team Quebec. But Manitoba now. Chase Theondale. Over to Easton Lachance. Chase Theondale. Easton Lachance. Easton Lachance. Chase Theondale. Shoots and that's stopped by the Quebec goaltender. 6-4 as we speak. Timer looking closely on the stopwatch. The main one is to release the player in the box. Number 19 is still in the box. We'll keep an eye on that. Quebec going for their offensive turn now. They push forward. They're definitely short-handed. They have one less player. Number 15 collects the ball on the far right near side. Sends it down to the middle. Number 9 has the ball. Who came for a quick line change. Number 2 gets the ball. Taking it down the middle for a rush. Over to the middle. Stopped and blocked Manitoba. And that will go out of bounds with a high and fast pass. Quebec will get moment to their offensive zone. A flag is in the air now on the hand of the official. Sends it down. Number 9 looking for an opportunity to shoot. That goes high and wide. Okay, flag will be dropped. Let's wait, what's see. Black number for Reed for a rotation issue will get 30 seconds on the penalty. Over to the middle. Number 17 looks like has the ball. Sends it to number 7 on the far left side. No, 17 still has the ball actually. Sends it to number 7. They are playing this matchup. They have man-to-man advantage. Nobody in the box for Quebec. Number 17 over to the far right side. 12. 12 over to number 7. He moves forward and slider. And that will go out of bounds for a Quebec turnover. And a timeout. So we'll take a quick break and come back. Or we have an injury, we'll take a break and come back. All, all right, Lacrosse fans, we are back. A quick injury scare for Quebec. Looks like the player is all right and has worked up by himself. Quick word to the athletic therapist. Kudos to them, who is working non-stop throughout this entire tournament. Kudos to them. It will be now opportunity for Quebec to go moment. Sends it to the far left side. Down to the middle. Manitoba looking to get the ball since it's a loose ball. And it will be a turnover for Quebec. Behind the net. Sends it down to the middle. Over to the far left side. Now over to the middle. Quebec and scores! 7-4 for Quebec. Late stages in the timeout for Quebec. So we'll take another quick break and come back on a CROW LAX TV broadcast. All right, welcome back. Bonjour. Welcome back. Just 6 minutes. Just 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining to end the game. 7-4 as it sends Quebec lead. Manitoba has to cover 3 more goals to tie the game and then to get back their lead. But looks like we are slipping and colliding, and a penalty will result from that. There is some confusion at the Quebec offense end. Officials talking to number 9 for Quebec. Everything is clarified. They will take a face off right near to the middle. Number 9 sends it over to number 17. Over to the middle on the Quebec offense zone. Number 15, far right side. Sends it to number 3. Over to number 7 in the middle. Number 17 there to work with along. For Quebec, Quebec's ball still. But Manitoba goaltender saves that. So it will be back to Manitoba's ball. Number 0 on the middle and far side, Easton Lachance. And that will go out of boundary behind the net. Manitoba's turnover. Number 4 on the far left side. Sends it to number 13. Number 13 look close to be open, but Quebec defenders were alert. Number 10, Easton Lachance. Over to number 85, Connor Biore, and scores! So Manitoba 7-5. 7-5, Manitoba just 2 goals away for tying this again for Manitoba. And Quebec still has the lead. Which headline will we have coming out of this game? Is it going to be Manitoba pushing in a comeback? or Quebec push to come back and way ahead now. We'll have around 5 to 6 more minutes to let that decide. This game is not in anybody's hands yet until we are closer to the 1 minute mark. Even that may not decide since last minute goals are always possible. But right back to the focus to the center field. Loose ball. Quebec wins it. Number 10. And we have an injury in the field, in the middle of the field. Number 9. We'll see a stoppage in play. And number 9 will have another quick break. We'll return back to CROW LAX TV when we have an update. So number 9 for Quebec was momentarily injured. They're calling it a push from a Manitoba player. That's what the conversation was during the break. Officials and coaching staff got together and make sure they got an explanation. So 7-5 as it stands, lead Quebec 7-5. So couple injuries in this game. It's starting to get intense as the tournament progresses along. It will be a long tournament. Some teams play a couple games each day, and that can easily wear them out. Now, what's on Quebec's schedule? We are currently done the noon game. They come back at 8 p.m. for the last matchup of the day. They host British Columbia, and for Manitoba, they are gonna come back at 4 p.m. and Manitoba will host British Columbia. So British Columbia will play at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Just 4 hours break. All will be available on CROW LAX TV on the broadcast on the YouTube channel, and you can visit our social media channels on Twitter/X and Instagram. Goes behind the net. Number 4 for Manitoba. Their possession towards the far left side. Corner Bruyere. Over to the middle lane, and that gets stopped by the Quebec goaltender. Quebec goaltender looking to ship it across, but waiting for an open player. Sends it to number 23, who has the fancy colored stick. Love that stick, how it looks. Sends it down the right side, near side. Sends it down. Number 12, Quebec, with offensive opportunity. Manitoba has just 1 minute remaining in this matchup between Manitoba and Quebec. Good stop. Quebec still going for the final rush. On the far right side, number 5. On the far right side near the fan base. Looks like it will be Quebec who is victorious. They'll soon start the celebrations. But with the last few plays, number 23 Sends it down. They still have the ball, Quebec. Sends it far down out of boundary. Manitoba goaltender comes out of the net. And they'll call that an end. 7-5 for Quebec. Thanks for joining us. My name is Anand. I hope to see you on another